Stu Journalism and New Media present The Basement Files.
Hello, welcome to this week's Basement Files. I am Pierina Rivas-Roviano, and here are today's top stories. Frontline workers striking for unfair wages and the amount of workload. Students are back on the streets to celebrate Halloween 2021. How is the New Brunswick Sports Hall of Fame surviving during COVID-19 times? The Canadian Union of Public Employees have been striking since Friday morning over wages and workload, claiming it's unfair. St. Thomas journalist Robin Roy has the story.
The Canadian Union of Public Employees represent childcare, healthcare, transportation, sanitization, education workers, and more. There are 700,000 members across the country. Tanya Murphy, a school bus driver from the Miramichi, says that the Yellow Fist represents solidarity in standing up with your brothers and sisters against Blaine Higgs.
What I understand, pay increase would be for to match the cost of living, and he's trying to fight with our pension plan, and we're not too happy about the direction he wants to go in with it. We'll end up probably losing some money, I think, from what I hear. And he's looking to add more workload to some of the positions.
The workers on strike across New Brunswick are heading to strike in front of the Fredericton Legislature Tuesday to take things to the next level. They're hoping the more people, the better the chance they have of getting their point across. Local businesses like Tim Hortons are showing their support for the workers by bringing them hot drinks.
So we're striking, they're saying wages, but it's more about the pensions and the concessions that they've said to get us. And the concessions that they're trying to change are our bereavement and our sick days, and really the wages are the least of my worries.
Dawn says that she always supported Higgs and was behind him 100%, but is surprised by him not taking action for the workers. Their motivation to stand up for their rights is inspiring all union workers and New Brunswickers. It shows that no matter the circumstance, people can still come together to try and make change. This is Robin Roy, St. Thomas Journalism.
Many people wondered how to celebrate Halloween during the state of emergency, being this past Halloween the second one during the pandemic. The fourth wave has caused many families to cancel plans entirely. But how were the university students' plans holding up? St. Thomas journalist Robin McPhail shares some ideas.
Students gathered to take a picture in their costumes Friday on the upper campus, where I was able to ask students about their Halloween weekend plans.
Me and my friends are going to a Halloween party. It sucks that it's still COVID, so we can't really have as much fun as we want to, but we're all still getting together.
To participate in the picture, students had to virtually sign in for COVID safety.
Go. So I'm not celebrating Halloween this year. I'm staying for my LSAT, but I think it's insanely irresponsible that people are still partying. We're in the middle of a pandemic and it's not over anytime soon. So I'm staying in, and you should too.
Opinions varied on Halloween plans, but the group photo was a success.
While this year's Halloween is shaping up to be better than last, we will have to wait until next week to see how the celebrations will affect the COVID case count. This has been Rob McPhail for Stu Journalism.
And once Halloween is over, people start to listen to jingles and wear red and green outfits, which means only one thing: the biggest holiday of the year has arrived. Christmas is almost 2 months away, but many stores are already selling Christmas decorations. The aisles are full of big and small Santas, Christmas trees of different colors, and many snow globes. And people are taking advantage of the discounts. They are buying gift bags and boxes, wrapping paper, and several presents in advance. I already started my Christmas shopping list. What about you? The pandemic is leading many to take up new hobbies to pass time. In the height of the pandemic, computer hardware sales were up 89% across the country, as thousands look to build their own computers at home. St. Thomas journalist Jessica Jacon has a story on the process and the results.
Passing time during quarantine has proved to be a challenge for everyone during the continued battle of COVID-19. A popular choice, seeing a 147% increase in Google searches, was PC building. Assembling a personalized computer allows users to maximize the efficiency of the product while also tailoring it to their own tastes. Jaden Giacone started work on his PC in April of 2020 when the quarantine was new. He began building it as a means of personalizing his gaming and crypto mining experience.
I think the biggest thing I like about having a customized computer is just knowing a bit more in detail the parts in the computer and knowing what I may want to upgrade in the future.
The customization allows Jaden to create animated backgrounds for his PC as well as the ability to adapt the mouse and keyboard to his liking. The computer is powered by a $900 iVega processing system that he spent a 6-month waitlist on to obtain. Brian Nicholas, a network engineer at Hypertherm, says quarantine coupled with curiosity surrounding cryptocurrency led to this growing interest in PC building. As this interest rose, Brian says, so have the prices for the parts.
Well, the price range could vary. It depends if you're trying to build a very simple computer, or if you're trying to build a gaming computer, or if you're going after a more specialized field, crypto mining.
Brian says the interest in building PCs has led to a 640% rise in cryptocurrency, skyrocketing its value on the market. As the country's control over COVID continues to stabilize, it seems custom computers will be on the rise for quite some time. One thing is for sure, it is never too late to start crafting a new passion. This is Jessica Giacone reporting for St. Thomas Journalism.
Like all businesses during the COVID pandemic, customer traffic has come to a halt. However, the New Brunswick Sports Hall of Fame have made a game plan to keep the ball rolling. St. Thomas journalist Keegan Ketty shares more details about their new tactics.
On Queen Street in downtown Fredericton, the New Brunswick Sports Hall of Fame resides, and they recently inducted 5 sports personalities from all over New Brunswick for the 2021 class. However, because of COVID-19, they've had to change the way they operate.
So last summer was essentially by bubbles only, so you could rent the Hall of Fame essentially for an hour and come in and experience the Hall of Fame with your family.
They inducted the class of 2021 on Rogers TV.
Louis Fortin, who is inducted for Paralympic Nordic skiing, Joyce King, who is an arm wrestler, Pauline Lorden, who is a basketball athlete, Gardner McDougall, who is a UNB Reds hockey coach, Kathy Mihar, who is the first executive director at the New Brunswick Sports Hall of Fame, Team Talon, who is a curling team.
There's 2 new ways to see the hall, in a bubble or online.
During our fall, winter, and spring months, we ask people to book a tour in advance. So the doors aren't open for a general public.
As well as added a 3D component, so essentially an individual who is at home can ultimately go in through their computer and zoom around in the building and click through and really get to experience the Hall of Fame or see what it's all about. And then hopefully that will inspire them to actually come on in the building someday.
When you visit, you can see all the prominent athletes that New Brunswick has produced, like Willie O'Ree, Matt Stairs, and St. Thomas University's very own Mike Eagles. There's a kids zone to practice your figure skating skills, and an upstairs zone that focuses on New Brunswick firsts, an exhibit to showcase the first time something was done in New Brunswick. One of the visitors' favorites is the Sports Interaction Zone, where you can play all kinds of sports from baseball to even zombie dodgeball. When you go to the museum, it's sure to be a slam dunk. Sports Hall of Fame is a great spot to go to see all New Brunswick has to offer for sports and its athletes. You can go with a group or by yourself. For Stu Journalism, I'm Keegan Ketty.
What animal is more beloved than the one labeled as man's best friend? Our next story turns us over to St. Thomas journalist Millie Squires, who gives us a little more insight into the true love that can come out of a relationship with a furry canine.
Dogs. They're man's best friend and a loyal companion. But for Karen and Caitlin McIntosh of McAdam, New Brunswick, their love for the beloved pet stretches farther than their hometown.
You'd go outside and there was dogs everywhere.
Karen and Caitlin left their home in McAdam, New Brunswick and moved to Shamattawa, Manitoba, a native reserve, where Karen was a guidance counselor and Caitlin taught broad-based technology. However, their work wasn't all Scooby snacks. Although they were able to work with their best furry friends, they had to endure a lot of heartache.
Every year they did have a call in the community because there was too many stray dogs. There was one time it was very dangerous. Here, obviously, we never see this issue. We never see dogs form packs, and so to us, the idea seems so foreign.
Undeterred by potential danger, the Macintoshes became devoted to their newfound rescuer status. They worked tirelessly to find these dogs new and loving homes and to ensure a better life for them. This devotion showed tremendously when one of their rescues, Luna, was hit by a car and had to undergo major expensive surgery. After receiving over $2,000 from their GoFundMe post, Karen and Caitlin were able to not only save Luna, but give her a new and loving forever home.
And obviously we now have 4 dogs.
The Macintoshes welcomed Luna and another stray, Honey, into their family of 4.
We decided to keep Luna and Honey because they were used to pack environment and they're pretty cute.
In total, Karen and Caitlin Macintosh, the Ultimate Wife Team, rescued a total of over 50 dogs, including their own Luna and Honey. Luna and Honey are happy and healthy in their new home in Macadam, far away from their original home in Manitoba. Karen and Caitlin have moved back to Macadam, and Caitlin works in senior care with the Wacklehagen Manor, allowing her to have more at-home time with her furry friends. Karen works as an employment counselor, and together they still keep in contact with their fellow rescuers. This is Millie Squires reporting from Macadam.
And that's it for this week's Basement Files. Don't forget to check our website for more news, and we will see you in 2 weeks. For St. Thomas Journalism, I am Pierina Rivas Robiano.